Hello, Lucy. Thanks for coming to see me. Have a seat. How's the day gone?
Okay, yeah, not bad so far.
As I said last week, I'm really worried that some of the pupils in years 5, 6 are not really performing as they should be. We're not getting the results. And clearly there's a lot of things in place, but I just wondered whether you had any thoughts about, what we might do to look at how we can, as a team, how we can make them better. And any thoughts?
Yeah, I've got a few thoughts. I mean, I've taught maths in this school for 16 years. I've got a degree in maths. I've always taught top sets, and I think we are building on the progress of year 3, 4, and I think, I think since you've come, we've had a lot of pressure, and I think if we're going to point the finger, which I feel we are, I feel you are, I have heard that you're going to change things, and I should probably not have heard that, but I feel, therefore, that I am going to be, the person who everybody's going to be looking at.
I'm really keen. I don't think our pupils are performing the way they should, and we do have to focus on pupil attainment, and it's part of my job as phase leader for years 5 and 6 to make sure we're getting the best teaching for our children and that they get the best results that they can. So I think you're right that we are changing the focus, and maybe we need to move around people, in the sets to get the best out of people's teaching, and so we can get the best results.
Well, I know where I belong.
So
I belong in the top set. I belong in the top set.
And why do you say that?
Because that's where I've always been. It's my subject. I am absolutely passionate about maths. I love what I'm doing. I'm building on the attainment of phase 3, 4, year 3, 4. I'm sorry, I feel really strongly about this. And I think, the targets you've set are completely unrealistic.
What concerns me is that if Ofsted were to visit, then I think the teaching and learning in maths in years 5 and 6 wouldn't be judged as to be doing as well as we would want it to be. I don't think they'd judge us as doing very well, and I think that's something that really worries me. And I think it should worry us as a team. It may involve support with planning from myself. It might involve some team teaching for a while, some peer observations. There's a whole range of things that we can look at to make sure that if you do move sets as part of the reorganisation, that you don't feel as though you're left completely on your own, and the support that you need. But let's talk about that at the meeting next week.
So what are you thinking to do with me? I don't want to hear this in a public meeting.
Well, obviously we'd need to have the meeting first to decide, but it will be possibly, rather than you teaching the top set, is that you would try and use your expertise with a lower performing group. And that's a really valuable, if we want to raise results across the board for years 5 and 6, there's a real value in having your expertise in a lower group. So that's the sort of thing I'm thinking about. But obviously, we need to discuss it as a team, and then obviously I'll make a final decision after that meeting next week.